We just gonna go ahead and hop into post Super Bowl opinions. Everybody saw what happened. You know, Tampa versus Chiefs. Everybody was saying Pat Mahomes, that guy, he can do anything. They were saying he could walk on water. They said he could do it all. Then them tackles got out. Todd caught it. Sure. Todd caught it. But anyway, what's y'all outlook on what happened? You know what I mean? So what do y'all say? I guess we could kick it off with Rob, and everybody can just hop in how they feel.
Well, for one, it goes to show you what a pass rush would do for your whole team at the end of the day. Because as you look back through what I said in the last podcast, you know, Pat Mahomes, you've never really seen him lose in the fashion that he's lost. Like he even said himself, like, this is the worst loss I probably had his whole football career. So with his left tackle and right tackle being out, I still thought some kind of way he would still figure out a way to win. I mean, seeing as how the different types of ways he was throwing the ball, still trying to find different ways to get it to the receivers, and he was still doing it, but they were, dropping it. But at the end of the day, Shaq Barrett, wreaked havoc on the whole game, bro. Like, there was really not too much he could do, and he looked, didn't really look the same quarterback as he did all year. Tom John did his thing, bro. You know what I mean? It wasn't a whole lot. But what was he, 26, 3 TDs. He didn't throw a whole bunch of yards, like 200 yards.
Like 200 yards.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole bunch of yards. Outside of that, man, Tampa really shocked me, bro. I mean, I said in the podcast last week, if they won it would shock me, and they did. I mean, 31-9, I didn't see that coming, brother. So they balled out, bro. So they deserve that one.
That was so disappointing. I am, like we was all saying, Patrick Mahomes is like a football player we ain't really seen before. To see him get neutralized the way that's the worst game I've seen him play in the 3 years he's been in the league.
For sure.
And Mahomes, I believe, has only 2 playoff losses in his career, both are to fucking Tom Brady. Like, Tom Brady, the whole time he was in New England, this was my thoughts on the Super Bowl, was that after the Super Bowl, was that this whole time when he was in New England, we would look at things as like the Patriot way, or look at it like that was Bill Belichick's system. Like, Tom Brady might have been the system this whole time. Like,
you don't become 1 or 2 all time in yards and TDs, and it not be off what you're doing. What you're going out there and execute. It was never just Belichick.
Yeah, like I felt like this Super Bowl really made Bill Belichick. I feel like I lost not to say I lost respect, but I feel like he lost a little prestige, because I don't know, I can't explain. I just feel like for Tom Brady to go to a completely different team, this man went and got Antonio Brown off the goddamn street, Rob Gronkowski, like,
but AB don't count, bro. Like, AB was a number 1 receiver for a long time, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he has a lot of talent. Like, I'm not saying he just took some barren team to the Super Bowl, but I do feel like it's very impressive your very first year to a new team in a COVID offseason to go and take that team to the Super Bowl.
But
people don't understand how hard that is, man. Like, the whole system.
Bro. It's difficult, bro.
But but you see how they incorporated a lot of what Brady likes in Arian's system.
Corey.
Because Brady don't. I mean, Bruce don't do all those shallow crosses and cross routes and stuff like that. It's offense, he's over the top. They pushing it down the field. So to see them, so to see that offense transform like that, it's a testament to leadership, trust, and a whole lot of different factors that, you know what I'm saying, just went into the championship pie.
Well, let me say this. I think that the reason they got to the Super Bowl and the reason they won the Super Bowl wasn't Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? I think it was their defense that was the MVP through the whole playoff run. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, and their defense got better every game. They went through.
Yeah, they did.
After they beat the Skins, they went through the Saints, the Packers, and then the Chiefs. You got to have an outstanding defense, and they got a fast defense. Like, granted, Tom Brady did enough, but they didn't win the game because
that's
of
what I was
Tom
trying
Brady.
to say.
They won the game because of their defense.
So, but
And they was number 2 all year.
But realistically, like when you think about the fact that those tackles were out, like I when I was watching the game, you know, I don't really, y'all know me, I'm more basketball than football. But one thing that I mentioned last week was the tackles were injured. So I specifically paid attention to the tackle play. And real talk,
they were getting murdered.
It was terrible. Like it was terrible.
He was
like,
running.
Pat didn't have a chance. Pat didn't have a chance. Because they weren't even really blitzing. I was watching. I was like, man, it's literally they getting the rush from their front four and dropping everybody else back. Yep. Like, how can Pat running like he's running for his life, and he still made some amazing throws that like were
incomplete. The most impressive incompletions I've ever seen in a game.
For sure, dog. And 2 of them was drop touchdowns. Tyreek dropped 1 and 31 dropped 1.
I think it should be humbling too, though. Because it's not like Patrick Mahomes, as good as he is, it's not like we haven't seen great quarterbacks have great years. You know what I'm saying? Like we say Rodgers have a hell of a year. And Rodgers still only has one championship to his name. You know what I'm saying? So it says a lot to say, don't crown these guys too early.
No, but
don't crown these guys too early.
I'm gonna tell you what's so impressive about Mahomes though. He started 3 years? This is his
third year. Third year. That was his 4th year, wasn't it?
Nah, this was his 4th year, but his 3rd year.
This was his 4th year
starting.
It's his 3rd year starting.
Because Alex Smith started a 1 year.
Right.
What's impressive about him is he's 1 overtime away from being to 3 straight Super Bowls.
Tell it, Terry.
And that's unreal. Like, so you say crown, ain't nobody really crowning him.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've seen quarterbacks get to 3 straight Super Bowls. We've seen QBs get to 3 straight Super Bowls.
Who? Jim Kelly?
Not your
first
3 years. Not in their first
Kelly?
Time out. I'm talking about Kelly, right?
Who have you seen get through? Time out.
I'm talking about Kelly, right?
Did he win any?
No, he didn't win any.
Okay.
And it was later in his career. It was later in
But I'm saying the feat of just getting the 3 in a row.
Yeah, but it's a difference in getting there and winning it. It's a difference.
I mean, he got 1 under his belt. I give it to him.
You gotta think about it like this. Think about all the great quarterbacks right now. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. The list goes on. Half of them, most of them, other than Tom Brady, haven't been to 3 Super Bowls.
Facts.
And they've been in the league 15 years.
Yeah, but when you talk about a guy,
but
when you talk about a guy that's able to get it done, that's what I'm saying. Because a lot of these guys should have multiple championships. Russell should have 2. Pat should have 2, maybe 3, but they don't. So when you talk about closing the deal, there's only one guy that do it more than everybody.
Brady's definitely that guy. But let me.
So it should be no debate. In my opinion, it should have never been no debate.
No, it ain't no debate. Ain't no debate right now.
Let me say this though. This is key that you gotta pay attention to. Brady, he did a good job picking his team, but he was a free agent. He knew where he was going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta look at Mahomes, dog. Mahomes, we never seen him play like that before. And he still was making plays. But they were undermatched. And the football guys worked in the Tampa Bay favor. If they had not got blown out like that early in the season, Todd Bowles wouldn't know what to do. He switched his coverage up that he kept somebody over top for Tyreek Hill. They doubled Tyreek and they gave up Kelsey.
Yeah, bro, I'm glad you brought that up. I have never seen Tyreek Hill get minimized like he did. Like, I didn't even know he was playing, bro. I'm like, yo, I had to check.
Me both, Ryan.
I'm like, bro.
If he didn't play the game before that, when they got 20 yards the first quarter, though, they wouldn't have played that type of defense on him. See what I'm saying? So that matchup they had early in the season worked in their favor when they played them again in the Super Bowl.
They completely took him out the game.
Yes.
Yeah, they said he ain't gonna be the Kelsey had a game, but he
got his in bits and pieces. They were still on him on his case too. I mean, he finished with like big numbers.
Yeah,
but he didn't get like he was. What he finished?
I mean, the thing is, you take 8 catches
for 94 yards,
113 yards.
No, he had like 130 something.
Yeah, you'll take that.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
Yeah, he had over 100, but you'll take that versus Tyreek Hill. getting 3 TDs and 215 yards.
Nigga had 13 catches, 269, and 3 TDs last time they played.
That's ridiculous.
But
you're gonna lose.
Hey, and one backflip.
and a black flip for you.
But the O line is very important, bro. The O line, and it showed. Without the tackles, the O line is very important, bro, for any quarterback.
And special, but you know, and the punter, like what was the punter on? Like I was watching the game, like what the
he was nervous, dog. I don't know.
He was kicking that joint straight out of bounds, dog.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
That was his second. That was a re-kick. Because the first kick, he actually punted it good. But then the second time he kicked it, he muffed it.
You can't muff nothing in the Super Bowl.
You can't do it in the Super Bowl.
You can't do that.
It kind of
on the 1 yard line.
It kind of just seemed like Tampa Bay was just on another energy than the Chiefs throughout the whole game. It kind of reminded me of like Denver and Carolina when Denver just was just way better than them that whole game. You know what I'm saying? They just seemed like they was up the whole game. Kansas City didn't have a chance, bro.
I still thought throughout the game.
That regular season matchup seemed to change things. Like Tampa Bay made adjustments and Kansas City thought they had the formula already.
Right.
Yeah, like they didn't go into the Super Bowl even having a plan B or anything. They thought whatever worked in the regular season, we're gonna be able to do that shit again in the Super Bowl.
Right.
And the whole time, Tampa Bay is sitting there like, we are not letting that shit happen again.
And I think too, look at how many times Brady's had to prepare for Andy Reid, just playing against him in the AFC, seeing that defense, seeing that game plan time and time again, where he can relay it to his coaches.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like Tom Brady, it really impressed me to see, even though I didn't think he necessarily had the greatest game, but just that run, like you could say that you beat Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes in a single run. And honestly, you didn't even have against Rodgers. He had 3 picks. Like I don't remember what he did against the Saints, but I don't remember him lighting it up. Like I feel like he just did enough every game to make sure they won the game.
I tell you, lit it up against the Saints.
Put points on the board.
Devin White lit every single game up he played.
He's the best.
He is dirty, bro. He the best in the game, bro.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
I think so too.
He came out of, but
some people say Fred Warner. Some people say Fred Warner or Bobby Wagner, but I'm still going with Devin White.
They all like Devin White. That's just impressive.
I'm still going with Devin White.
He can drop back in that cut. He can move like that. 440. Like
he's a playmaker.
Think about that as a linebacker.
He need a pick. He gonna get it.
Nobody can get, you know.
All right,
so the next drug. Hey, so everybody know that the season is over. The season is over. You know, everybody got their squad and know what they want to do. You know, so at the end of the day, what are you guys looking to do with your off seasons? You know, everybody will have their time to speak on what they feel, what they need for their squad. You know what I mean? To make that next year better for you. All righty.
Whoever goes, I'm not saying I'm going first, but whoever goes, state the names of your team and then say what it is that you want, like for as far as the off-season acquisitions.
Well,
I don't know who a lot of y'all are fans.
I think I'll go first, seeing as how we had the best record in this whole podcast.
Oh,
let me go ahead. Go ahead.
Like that, Ryan.
Let me go ahead and start this off up top. So I'm a Tennessee Titans fan. For those viewers that don't know, you know what team I represent here today on the Boys Podcast. We went 13-3 last year. Top 2 offense in the league. Probably the best offense I've seen us had in the past 15 years. When I say best offense, meaning we've always had a run game, but we never really had both run and pass game. So last year, of course, we had Derrick Henry go over 2K. Tannehill, 33 TDs, 7 picks, almost 4,000 yards passing. You know, it looked really good, but that wasn't our problem, right? Our problem was, timeout. I did not mean to say 13-3. We went 11-5. Tweaking.
I was about to say.
11-5. 11-5. That's me. My bad. Tripping. 11-5. Right. Now, our problem wasn't the offensive side of the ball. All right. Problem we had was on the defensive side of the ball. and we couldn't stop nothing. Like if my little 5-year-old nephew wanted to run up the hole and get a quick 15 yards, he could on us. I mean, that's just how bad we were. We could not rush the passer to save our life, and our corners were terrible outside of Malcolm Butler, right? Even our safety play wasn't that good either, and we got an all-pro safety with Kevin Byard, but he didn't have a great year. All right, so going into this offseason, what I'm looking for us to do, got to do something about the pass rush, whether it be through the draft or through free agency. I don't know exactly which one it'll be, but there are tons of free agent pass rushes we can get.
AJ out there.
Bud Dupree, Shaq Bird out there, Von Miller out there. There's plenty of people, plenty of firepower we can go get. But if we don't go do that in the draft, position-wise, who I'm looking for us to go through, no order, no particular order. I'll take a wide receiver, I'll take a corner, or I'll take an inside linebacker. I'll take those top 3 picks. Whether it come through free agency or the draft, doesn't really matter to me. We just need to fix it. We had the worst third down defense in probably NFL history. If you wanted to complete a 3rd and 24, you know, it was terrible, bro. It was hard to watch. You know, I mean, it's really a miracle we was able to get to 11-5. But, you know, we did. Didn't have the best showing in the playoffs, but the lack of pass rush really showed why we lost in our first opening matchup against the Ravens. So that's where I'm at, Mobes. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at, dog.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Keith, Keith, you can go ahead and kick it off next, and then we can go to whoever want to hop in after that. Y'all just keep flowing with it. So Keith, you go ahead and hop in, and after him, y'all just pick it up. Keep it moving.
All right. Well, one of the first things I want is an actual team name for my football.
There you go, Keith. There you go, Keith.
Football team fan, in case anybody didn't know.
Keith, I heard y'all keeping to the Washington Football Club. That's what I heard. That's what y'all about to do.
We don't need no. I want the actual name, dog. Like I like the Red Wolves. What they were saying before. I anything other than that, like I don't really give a fuck about. But like I want a team name. I do not want to go into next year as the Washington Football Team again. We sound like a default soccer club out this joint. But for me, the offseason acquisitions, receiver, linebacker, and quarterback. To me, quarterback is the most important thing.
You got your QB.
On the key.
What do you say?
You got your QB.
I like Heineke. I do like, but every game Heineke has played in, he's been hurt. So Heineke is not every single game. People don't realize Heineke's been in the league for like 5 years now. Every single game he plays in, he gets hurt, including the playoff game this year. So even though I do like him, he's very injury prone. Like he can't stay healthy. So I love him as a backup. So I don't necessarily know. I don't have a target necessarily for quarterback. Like I wouldn't mind Dak Prescott. To me, I don't care about paying that money. Like if the Cowboys, like I said in the past podcast before, you either have a franchise quarterback or you're looking for one. We don't have one, so we're looking for one. So I don't mind paying that premium to have one. So to me, starting quarterback, receiver will be my second target position, and then like maybe linebacker, safety. Our first pick is at the 19th pick. Ideally, I would like our offseason to be us getting some type of quarterback in the offseason, Sam Darnold, Derek Carr, something where we ain't gotta like trade a whole lot.
Keith.
Go ahead, tell me.
Sam Darnold alone, dog. Don't mess with Sam Darnold, dog.
I'm not somebody like I feel like I'm more so think the Jets. I see what you're saying. But I more so look at the Jets as just I feel like they butchered them because I don't think Sam Darnold's bad. And
I don't think he's bad either, but you might as well roll with Heineke, bro. If you're gonna go with Sam,
nah, not Heineke.
And I think Sam Darnold.
You like to go what Sam showed you.
I think Sam Darnold a little better than that. Even though I get what you're saying because he's already on the squad, he's not gonna cost a lot or whatever. Like we ain't gotta give him no draft compensation or whatever. Like I get that, but I more so think Sam Darnold's on a morbid franchise than thinking that he's a bust. Like I think more so that he ain't got no weapons. Adam Gase, I felt like was the worst coach in the NFL. I think it was more so his situation, and I think And I think we can get him for cheap. Like, I think we could get him for like a third and a fifth or something. Like, I don't think it's going to cost a whole lot.
Hey,
But
Keith, let me
up?
say this about Sam Darnold. Just 2 years ago, man, he was looking more promising than Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? So he was looking way more promising. So I think it's
maybe I need to put the tape on because I don't know how he's more promising than
No,
Josh.
Ryan, you're not. Ryan, you're not wrong. Like, I get what you're saying, but yeah, I do think you need to put the tape on because Sam Darnold is a little better than I think the tape. Like, I feel like we look at him in the realm of seeing ghosts, whatever that shit was on Monday night.
Kind of just like
That
Tannehill.
was bad, bro.
Yeah, but Sam Darnold is a talented quarterback. So if we can get somebody like him, sign a Curtis Samuel, draft a Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase didn't play last year. I would love to. I want receiver first round.
Devontae going first 6 picks. I'll tell you that right now.
I think maybe. See, everybody keeps saying that, but I keep hearing that quarterbacks are going to rule the first top 5. So that's the only reason why I think he might drop. If he drops, I'm assuming Devontae Smith is going to drop to maybe 7th to where the Lions are picking, and we could trade up. See, I'm not thinking Devontae Smith is going to fall to 19. I'm assuming we're going to have to trade up.
Okay.
Yeah, closer to outside the top 10, maybe, or at the end of the top 10 or whatever.
Gotcha.
But let me wrap it up because I'm talking too much. But quarterback, receiver, linebacker for the Skins or the Washington football team. That's the 3 areas of need that I would like to see them improve on. John, who your team?
Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I'm with him. Like, I'm a Washington football team.
I thought you was.
Fan. You know what I'm saying? So, I kind of agree. Of course, I want a quarterback. We need that. But I am impressed with our defense, though. Anyone around the league knows that our defense is up and coming. So we got some good ass. I think we need to get rid of Landon Collins because my man Curl showed up when he got injured. So I mean, I'm saying I'm looking at our defense. We got some assets. We got some money to make some moves. So I'm trying. Hopefully, we can just still be contending in NFC East. I know that's nothing to say, but you get in the race, you never know what could happen. I'm keeping a strong eye on to see what the Cowboys gonna do with Dak, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm hoping that Pop boils over and wants to leave. I hope that he wants to leave.
I love it.
What'd you say, Ryan?
I said T don't like that.
I think the Cowboys mistreated him. You know what I'm saying? After this injury, he didn't have that guaranteed money, and that contract wasn't set. I think that should leave a nasty taste in his mouth. Like, dang, they ain't take care of him.
Yeah, well, you should have took the money. You should have took the money when the money was on the table.
Perfect segue to end it with 2 Cowboys fans. Let me hear what Terry and Corey got to say. Let me hear what Terry and Corey got to say.
Corey, go ahead, man. Go ahead, dog.
Y'all already know. I want Dak gone.
You want Dak gone?
I want Dak gone. Take that.
So
take that money.
Who you want instead of Dak?
Take that, man. Draft somebody, man. You don't put no $150, $175 million in nobody's hand that's got a declining record every year they've been in your starter. Why? Why am I about to pay you like Watson? They stupid for paying him.
I'm not gonna say Corey's wrong, but I do feel like the Cowboys. It's weird to see the Cowboys kind of the same position. I feel like we was with Kirk Cousins. They
was lowballing him, though, Keith. They was lowballing Dak at first.
Take that money, put it on defense.
I feel like they was
lowballing him at first.
Do you all remember Dak's numbers before he got injured? Y'all know
they don't get it, John.
Before he got injured?
John, they don't get that.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing.
No, let Corey finish. I'm gonna tear his ass up in a minute.
People want a Matt Ryan. I don't have 13 years for you not to give me nothing. I don't have 13 years to invest in you. When you don't get nothing done for me in 5, it's time for your ass to go.
Time out. So hold on. Time out.
You gotta have an alternative.
Before you want, hold on. You ain't got me no division. I mean, you ain't got me no divisionals. I ain't played in no NFC championship games.
Time out. What's
going on?
Y'all won a division one time, right? Didn't the Cowboys
I'm not talking about division titles. I'm talking about divisional rounds. I'm talking about divisional rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through that with Tony. Didn't we learn our lesson? Or we about to put 9, 10 more years in somebody that can't get the job done?
Had y'all got that man an offensive line?
Give me another young boy. Put that money on the defense. First round, go secondary. Secondary. And you got D linemen out there. You can pay.
Y'all defense.
And you got trade bait.
Y'all defense is terrible.
No, coaching was terrible.
Go ahead, finish Coaching terrible.
Go ahead, Corey.
Coaching was terrible. I'm pretty much done. Just my thing is, buy that. That's my message for the day.
This the thing, man. This the thing, right? Corey, I feel what you're saying to a certain extent, but you're putting it kills me that you put everything on the quarterback, dog.
He does.
Like you got you have a defense that is not good. Like defense can't stop nothing.
Hey, but it's not the defense fault. It's not the defense fault when you come
Trey,
out.
I don't think you announced who your team is, bro.
Oh, my bad. I'm a Cowboy. Y'all can see. I set this up just for the pod, right?
I knew y'all were Cowboys fans.
Yeah, but
this is the thing though. You can't talk about the defense when you come out and your first 3 drives are 3 and outs. The offense is lackluster.
How often does that happen?
Hold on.
How often does that happen?
Often. The offense is lackluster until the last 18 minutes of the game. Then you want to earn your money. It's a 60-minute ball game, baby. What you doing for the other 42? You playing like ass.
I agree.
You playing like ass.
I agree with you. No.
They scored 23 points in the fourth quarter. I don't want to watch that every week.
I agree with you, but at the same time, that got a little bit of coaching. That's a little bit of coaching. You got to think if you got somebody, if you got a quarterback, if you don't have a quarterback in the league, you're not even going to be competitive. That's a fact. So you can think all you want that you can think that you're gonna let that go, and then somebody just gonna come in and give you everything you need. That's not gonna happen. You know, let me tell you what's gonna happen.
You use the key word that people gotta pay attention to.
No, listen. You're gonna have a mediocre defense with a horrible offense. You know what that leads to? 4-12. And that's a fact.
Let me say this though.
So you can think,
for sure.
You can think
real
that
quick,
you can let that
John.
Prescott go and not let nothing. And then you just gonna bring somebody else in, and you gonna be in the NFC Championship. That ain't how this league works.
Let me say this.
But this is the thing. You talk about being competitive. Being competitive ain't enough. Being competitive ain't enough, man. I need what Breeze and them had back in the day. I need 12-4 every year, 13-3 when I wake up. That's what I want.
But see, and I think
that's what I want.
But I think to John,
and you keep changing them out until you find it.
But I think to John and Keith's point, like. A quarterback is a quarterback. A franchise quarterback is a quarterback. They don't grow on trees. You know what I mean? It's not like you can just say, all right, we just need a Breeze and the Breeze is there. It don't work like that.
No.
And I say this.
John, you a Scans fan. I'm 33. John, when have we had a franchise quarterback?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
You know what I'm saying? Like we had it like 30, like that's what I feel like Cowboys fans don't get. Like what Terry is saying is true. Like, dog, these franchise quarterbacks do not grow on trees, dog.
See, and you're crowning somebody a franchise quarterback that don't even crown a franchise quarterback.
Let me say this.
Franchise quarterback.
You throw 35 TDs and you throw for 4,900 yards. Guess what? You're a franchise quarterback.
But see, and I'm not even looking at the statistical aspect. I'm looking for
y'all don't set y'all heights high enough.
The consistency. Like if Dak Prescott, I don't even need Dak Prescott to throw 4,000 some yards. Just come and stabilize the franchise. Like that's all we need. We made the playoffs with Alex Smith. Alex Smith threw more interceptions than touchdowns this year.
And that's
I don't need you to. And Kirk Cousins was lighting it up with us, and was not doing that. Like I don't necessarily need somebody to fill up the stat sheet. I need somebody to be a leader and to stabilize the franchise and the culture.
Yeah, and I'll say this. Dallas, and I'm a Washington fan, but I feel like Dallas doesn't have anything to hang their hat on. Like what we hang our hat on is defense, and everyone knows our defense is up and coming. We won the division with 3 different quarterbacks and no defense.
Close the door.
Dallas would have easily won that division with Dak and no defense. You understand what I'm saying? So if we could get a quarterback like that, you know what I'm saying? That y'all don't have a defense. Y'all need to sign Dak. If we get that with our defense or a quarterback on that caliber, that puts us in a good position. I feel like the Cowboys have a lot more holes than they address, and it's not just on Dak Prescott.
Hold on, but if you say that one side of the ball don't have, I mean, your team don't have no, they can't hang their hat on either side of the ball, and you say you got a franchise quarterback, there's a problem there.
But no. Okay.
Hung your hat on Dak Prescott. That's what
especially when that quarterback has an all-pro running back, three capable receivers.
See, this is what you hold on, fellas. This is the thing that you not.
Man, get his bum ass out of town. That's bottom line.
On. No, listen.
But
I hear you, right?
What was this season like?
Go ahead, T. Go ahead, Terry.
No, listen. Last year, Dallas had the number one offense in the league. Now the record ain't show it, but what you need to understand is
defense.
Listen. Yeah, and our defense last year was like middle of the pack, but we got 0 turnovers. Over the season, we had like 12 turnovers. That ain't gonna cut it.
That's not gonna do it.
I ain't trying to make excuses for I ain't gonna make excuses for Dak. But there's teams in the league that get 12 turnovers in 4 games.
So are we paying them to be competitive, or are we paying them to win championships?
In the season.
That's the question. That's the question you ask yourself when you're looking for a QB.
You gotta be realistic, Corey. You're not realistic.
Football more than anything, you need a squad. You can't just have a quarterback and think you're going, like, a quarterback by himself. If you're a franchise quarterback, yeah, you can win 8-9 games, but that's about it. If you don't have a defense or if you don't have certain things, then that's all you're gonna be. You're gonna be 8-8, 9-7.
Which let me cut in. I will say I'm happy for Matt Stafford, and I'm looking forward to see what he's gonna do with that Rams defense. And I think all the jokes over the years I heard about Stafford being trash, I'm letting y'all know y'all gonna see what he's gonna do. I'm telling y'all.
I don't think nobody
says the only person I know that called Stafford was trash.
He should have came to Washington. I wanted Matt Stafford so bad, dog.
Stafford is going to the
He's nice, man. He's nice.
Sure.
Matt Stafford's a beast. I like Matt Stafford, man.
Hey, real quick, y'all. I can tell y'all who had a number 1 pick in 2022.
Detroit Lions.
No, listen. Hey, look.
Y'all don't think?
No. I'm gonna tell you something good though. Look, I like what's going on. I mean,
I like the moving line.
No, listen. You know, we got Brad Holmes coming in, right? First of all, he went to A&T.
Who you got coming in, Mopes?
The GM. We got a new GM. You know,
what's his name?
They put the brother there. Brad.
Okay.
What's his name, Mopes?
Brad Holmes, isn't it?
I don't know who that nigga is, bro. Who is that, bro?
I don't know.
He's an Aggie. He went to North Carolina A&T.
Okay, all right, bet. Okay. I know that. HBCU, I can deal with that.
We take that mode.
I can deal with that.
So when I saw that, I kind of said,
"Is he a winner?"
But then, hey, look. Hey, chill out. When it comes to GMs, I look at team building skills, because coaching incorporates with GM, general, management, to create a system to win. So on the GM side, I'm thinking, does this guy have the ability to bring in decent rosters? And when I look at the Rams, I go, you know what? I wouldn't mind it. I mean, the Rams had decent teams. Maybe didn't have one, but if you look at the sheet, they had talent on that team. So look at our current GM. Look at our history. Not good. So we shaking it up. We blowing it up.
The trade.
Well, I'm happy.
I like the trade for both sides.
Finally, let one of their star players, venture off to another team. Man, about happy to see that.
I thought it was a good trade for both of y'all.
Yeah, Detroit,
man. It's for the position that y'all was in. I feel like they to get 2-1. Would y'all get 2 1s, a 3, and Jared Goff?
They ain't get 2 1s.
No, we got a first and a third. We got a first and a third.
Y'all swapped.
I thought y'all got 2 1s.
Nah, they swapped picks.
2 1.
They swapped.
2 1.
No, I think they got 2 1s. They didn't get 2 1s.
No, we got different. Hold up.
So y'all didn't get no 2 1s this year.
Jared Goff.
They got Goff.
2 1s and a third.
They got Golf a pick, and I'm about to look it up for sure. They got Golf a pick, and
They got a first and a third, and Jared Goff at least. I know the first wasn't this year, but I thought it was 2 1s at least.
That's what I thought.
It was 2 1s and the third pick.
It was 2 1s, a third, and Jared Goff.
They got Golf 2 first rounds. So
I mean, like we're blowing it up, like, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good.
And then we got a GM.
But I think they might have flipped picks. I don't think they got 2. I don't know. That don't make sense.
But what I'm saying is, regardless,
they didn't get them building assets.
You see,
they don't have neither one of those number ones of this year.
But we're getting future assets.
Both of them in the future.
That's what I'm saying. I like what I'm seeing. I'm saying
that it was a good trade.
Y'all picks is based off where they end up, right? With whatever the Rams record is.
Lions got a solid QB and a younger.
Yeah, like I thought that was a good trade.
It worked for both teams. Rams want to win now.
It was a good trade.
Rams want to win now. Stafford to work for them, and Goff to help them build their future. He'll give them more time.
Golf will be out of Detroit in 2 years.
Yeah, because we ain't going to keep paying that money. We're not going to want to keep paying him that money. Eventually, he's going to be out of here.
Unless he ball out.
But he's good right now.
Unless he earn a payday.
He fits for what we need right now. Right now, we're not thinking about getting championships. We're thinking about, I'm pretty sure the GM's coming in thinking about how can we set up situations in the future. We got extra first round picks, which means we may be able to trade for players in certain situations who may not want to stay places. You never know. So
that's what I'm saying. I thought it was a good pick for both. I thought it was a good trade for both of y'all.
Right. So I mean, I think future wise, we're not in a bad place. But listen, a statement was made during the last podcast, and it's interesting now because we got some new numbers, and it talked about Pat Mahomes' legacy, right? And it was like we thought like, okay, and Keith made a statement, and it's funny when he made it. I was like, he sound crazy, but after the game, I said, you know what? Keith was right. Because what I feel right now after seeing this is, dang, like he made a statement. If Pat Mahomes loses this, it's hard. It's going to be hard for him to ever be considered like the GOAT in a sense. Because we understand he's young. I get you. But Tom Brady being like that person that you have to eclipse, and the fact that Tom Brady has won not only 7, but won this one and got MVP, like that's a lot. That can Pat Mahomes really ever really get to that point where he could be GOAT? And when Keith said it, I was like, he's crazy. But after the game, I was just feeling it like,
man, to Keith's credit, that's exactly what happened. As soon as the game was over, that was the topics on almost every sports debate and show. And everybody all together, collectively, all said the same thing. It was like, yeah, it's over. That debate's over. You can put that to bed, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, Brady's coming back for another year, so time will tell. We'll see.
The only reason why I agree that he can't be GOAT, y'all got to realize Brady beat him twice in the playoffs. Now he beat him with
the first one was flugazy, you know.
But it's
you can't.
My thing is this. Say Pat Mahomes gets 6 rings, 7 rings, and it's probably not going to happen, right? But even if he does, when you start comparing them to Brady, then you got to look at their head-to-head. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, it's not impossible, but I think it's very unlikely that in our lifetime that we see someone like Brady.
I'll jump in real quick. Realistically, it's not going to happen. Like, Patrick Mahomes can have a great career with 4 Super Bowls, and that is unlikely. Like we're throwing around these numbers, and I mean, I guess if it's somebody we can, if it's somebody we can say 4 or 5 Super Bowls, it would be Patrick Mahomes. But dog, people don't know how hard people don't do that. You look at Joe Montana got 4, Brady got 7. Who else is next? Troy Aikman got 3.
Montana got 5, I think.
3? Nah, I don't got 5.
Nah, I think Montana got 4.
Yeah, he got 1.
I think Montana got 5.
Nah, I don't think so, right?
I'm looking it up.
That's why I say undoubtedly, like 4. LeBron and Brady.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Y'all both got 4.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, but it says
Bradshaw
more.
got
It
4.
says more when you play half your
Who
career.
got 5? Bradshaw? Somebody
Bradshaw got 5, I think.
Nah, Bradshaw got
Bradshaw
4.
got 4
too.
Bradshaw got 5.
Yeah,
Bradshaw got
it's
4.
Tom
Nobody
Brady.
got 5. Nobody got 5 but Charles Haley and Brady. And Brady got 7 now.
Yeah.
I'm
So
about to
Pete,
pull up
man,
the.
we throw these numbers around, dog. Like, I would be shocked if Mahomes got. If I had to guess, I got him getting 3 or 4. And that's
But he got
huh?
But he got
And that's a hell of a
7.
career.
But he's played half his career on the biggest stage almost. He's
No,
played
I
almost
got
half
you.
his career on the biggest stage.
Yeah, I got you. But
That's why Brown got
I
Mike.
don't-
That's why Brown got Mike. We talking about competing at the highest level of the pinnacle of the sport.
Don't do that, Corey. Don't do that, Corey.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that. I'm gonna throw that around.
something,
I'm gonna throw that around.
Okay, under 500 in the championship. Don't do
a little
that.
Brown on there.
Stay on
Montana
subject.
has 4. Montana got 4.
Go ahead.
I mean, Russell Wilson. If y'all don't remember this, when Russell Wilson won his first Super Bowl, people were crowning him early, like, oh yeah, he's gonna win like 4 or 5 or 6. He has not won a Super Bowl since his first one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it is hard to win Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers is probably the best person we ever seen up until Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, in the quarterback position. He only got 1. Manning only got 2. Peyton. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no guarantee, bro. It ain't no guarantee that he's even going to get 3.
I got Mahomes getting 3 or 4 max. 7, I think we'll be long gone before we see somebody get 7. I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
Brady might be the only one, dog.
7 is unreal, man.
And Brady's not done.
Real.
Sure.
He ain't done. He messed around get 8.
And you know, it's funny. Somebody, you know, a lot of people when you start talking about how Tom Brady won, and you talk about like GOATs, people start trying to compare GOATs. But I was talking to somebody, and I was like, when you actually realize how hard it is to consistently win Super Bowls, and how you see even like great dynasties, and they in the course of 7 years may get 3, and they're considered like the great dynasty in that era. And it's like, you think about how hard it is to win a Super Bowl consistently, and a guy who's won 7, like, you know, just the magnitude, not just skill wise, but injuries. We're talking everything. And football is just one of them sports. It's damn near a grace of God sport that you make it through a season. You know,
and honestly, Tom, I mean, I hate to say it, I'm not taking nothing away from him, but you gotta be lucky to win 7.
yeah,
You
Gotta
be
have luck on
lucky.
your side.
3,
For sure.
oh, I would say three of them Super Bowls, starting with the first one with Charles Woodson hitting my man in the AFC Championship game. That shouldn't have happened. That'll never happen again.
Never happened again.
He shouldn't have had that one.
But Terry,
It's a couple other joints.
what about the 2? What about the 2 he lost to the Giants? They were just like, he was supposed to win them.
You
joints.
get
See
lucky.
what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
On
yeah,
both-
but you got lucky.
It could go either way.
You need
It's not about to say it's on both sides.
luck. Look, like me and Corey,
This is probably
like,
the
we
first
talk
Super
about
Bowl he
Dallas,
actually
Tony
blew
Romo.
somebody out.
hold on, let Terry finish and then keep.
Yeah,
Let Terry
but
finish
look,
and keep going.
me and Corey, we talk about the Cowboys, right? And you know, it's far fetched, but it's 2 Super Bowls. I mean, it's 2 playoff appearances Dallas made. What the luck wasn't on their side. That joint with Dez Bryant dropped the joint. Well, he caught it, but the ref said it was incomplete. And then the
That's
joint.
another terrible call.
It wasn't a terrible call.
No,
It
he
was
caught
not-
that ball.
Go ahead,
Dog,
keep.
It was a catch, but in the
He
context of the
caught the
rules,
ball.
I get what you're saying, Ryan. Like, it was supposed to be a catch, but in the context of the rules, when I saw that play, I was like, oh, that's incomplete. Like,
Honestly,
once I
listen,
saw
because you know why?
Dez
You know why you thought
Bryant
that was
only
incomplete?
one.
You know why?
Keith.
You know why you thought that, Keith? Because
Keith, that's petty.
blood.
That's petty.
That blood, that burgundy and
Right.
gold running through your veins, Keith. So you just
That's
automatically
petty.
felt like that
That's
joke was
petty.
caught.
I can't necessarily dispute that. But what I will say is, when I saw that play
He caught
against
that
Green
ball.
Bay, first thing I said was, that's incomplete. I was like, he shouldn't have
How?
thrown it.
How is that the
My
first thing
man
you say?
caught it.
How is
Because
the first
of the
thing you
rule-
think?
Terry, you
because
gotta
of-
say something.
That's how the rule was. Soon as I saw that he was falling,
Go
like
ahead,
once
Keith.
you know the rule and you see somebody, you have to complete the catch when you're falling. Once I
Let me
saw
show
him,
you.
And Dez Bryant was known for doing that year. Like Dez Bryant is somebody who fights extra yards. So when I saw him fighting for them extra yards, when I saw him stretch out, first thing I said was, I was like, bro, they probably gonna rule that incomplete. I was like, because when you're falling, they call it in the process of the catch. Yeah, I'm speaking strictly in the rules of they was ruling the catch. I do believe it was but in the rules of what they had ruled as what was deemed a catch that year, when you're falling, you have to maintain possession. I knew when I saw that play that was going to be incomplete.
But what also the rule was if you make a football move. I don't know. I might be wrong. So he caught it, brought it down, and when he started going down, he extended the ball. When you extend, that's a football move.
Who did Green Bay play that next week?
It would have been a football move, but I feel like when he had caught it, he was stumbling.
I think they played Seattle, if I'm not mistaken.
Like, already going down and keeping himself. So in my eyes, I knew it was in that rule of completing the process when you're falling. Like once he started stumbling and stuff, I knew that was the rule they was about to apply. So I knew like once that ball became loose, once he hit the ground and stuff, I knew they was gonna rule it incomplete. I knew the rule at the time.
Steve, let me tell you something. You know what the refs did that day? They took my heart. They took my heart right here.
I believe it was
ripped
a catch.
It out, man.
No, that's crazy. They're supposed to get
I'm not saying it wasn't a catch, but what I'm saying is within the rule of what they had deemed as a catch that year, I knew that was about to be incomplete.
You know what? Hey, look, I'm gonna see if I can hit a share screen on this joint and pull up the play on YouTube so we can have a look at it.
Oh no, you don't need to pull it up because I already said I thought it was a catch.
No,
I remember it.
What,
I remember it too because I remember as soon as I saw that ball pop out, I told my boy who was a Cowboys fan, I was like, "You about to be mad as shit, bro. They about to rule that incomplete."
I had to cut this out of the pot. But look, I'm sorry, dog. I was talking to my father the other day, man. I need my linebackers to be like they need to be a little off, man. Like I need some drugs, like some niggas put some drugs. I need people. Look,
you know
they got some. Hey Jay,
some get you off. I mean,
they got some felonies.
But they took all that
in the middle linebacker position, right?
And they suspended them all.
Then
they legalized it. They suspended them all, then they legalized it. If we'd have had Randy, if we'd have had David, we'd have been good.
You know, it's funny.
Right.
Like that's what you like.
I need Alabama strength and conditioning coach. Y'all have been good.
Oh, I need them Dear Atlas.
Need them Dear Atlas praise, nigga.
I need Alabama LSU.
Need that Nick Saban, nigga. That's what you need.
Don't cross the 50.
Yeah.
Need that Kirby Smart, nigga.
That's why. Like I remember when we had Sue on the line. And I remember when we had Sue on the line, and that's why, like, I enjoy about Sue. Like, you have to have somebody on your defense that's not rap type, because that just adds
a little
edge.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Mobs.
The fear factor and intensity to your defense. It makes your defense meaner. It makes it nastier. Everybody want to play like that. You need to have them type of players. That's why I love Sue. Sue would step in your face. Sue would do all types of crazy shit just because that was Sue's energy. But you know, and you need that. You need that to get to that, championship game for real.
I hate to say it, dog, but he's too nice. Like you when you play Dallas, you don't fear the middle linebackers. I need somebody like you said, Jay, little edge to him, little attitude. Like they really don't care about how you feel.
Right.
They might give you a penalty every once in a while, but okay. It is what it is. We're gonna roll with you. Jalen, man. Look, hey, Corey, he don't give us no penalties. He ain't hitting nobody. He not talking trash. I see the dude, dog. He picking the opposite team up.
I was just about to say. All I see is over pursuits and high fives.
No, I don't like that. Good catch. No, I don't need none of that. You need to smack.
All I see is over pursuits and high fives.
Yeah.
There, he said over pursuits and high
fives. And you helping the other squad up?
Huh?
I don't got time for that.
Man, definitely need to smack somebody in the face mask, bro. Seriously.
No, I need a little something, man. I don't like it much. Funny. Me and my father was just talking about it, though. We said we need some people, man. I said, y'all, you got to cut this out, man. I need some drug dealers. I need some people out here I mean,
Mobes
they don't
is
really care
definitely
about.
keeping that for sure.
They don't really care about their future. That's what I need in the middle. That's what I need in the middle.
You don't
right?
care. I need you to figure out if your career's gonna be on after this game tonight. That's what I need to figure out.
People in the middle of my defense that don't care about going to jail, man.
Put your life on the line.
I got real estate agents in my middle linebacker.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Our linebackers is like that too. I actually got Rayshawn Evans. I don't know if y'all remember. He played linebacker for Alabama. I mean, the dude. I mean, one thing for sure. It's funny you brought up penalties. That's about all he do for me. Straight 15-yard penalties. He don't know how to cover. But they scared though. On the goal line, that's about the best time I ever seen him play. But that's my linebacker. I need what you talking about. Saying a little inside linebacker, a little off. Don't mind getting a couple. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Ryan.
You muted, Keith. You muted, Keith.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So tell me you wouldn't want Jalen Smith on your team.
I don't.
No.
You wouldn't want Jalen Smith?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Why would I would rather invest in a linebacker who I really feel like would be able to do the job I'm looking for, because Jalen Smith, you said, Terry probably, sees a lot of Jalen Smith because he's a Cowboys fan, but I watched a lot of football. So I watched him play. And I watch him constantly run into the wrong hole. Constantly.
Dog, it's unreal,
Constantly.
dog.
Constantly.
I ain't seen Jalen Smith like that.
Yeah, not only that, but it just alluding to more of what I was saying before. Like he celebrates the most miniature plays. Like he's over hype over little stuff, and I hate his celebration. The celebration is whack, bro. Like, have y'all seen that celebration? That
I hate all that. What are you doing this?
Yeah, what is that? What's that, T? What that mean?
I don't know.
I guess, bro.
I don't know.
Hey,